Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Sekou Kene. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending where you are. I want to say thank you for also sharing the show. I want to encourage all of you to share the show as we got this thing started. Today is going to be what's on your mind. It's going to be open mic. You know what that is. When it's open mic, it means that nothing is off limit, nothing is off the table. So I want to encourage each and every one of you to join us so we can start this very, very important conversation. So yes, let's do that.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The project is giving us here and the promise from there. The work with my life without fear.
I lyrical
Master.
Clay Paris, who make on you, I can't ask you to be benyo. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, and more I yo. And you love what is
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the local and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't flee ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't flee ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget now ya to money. That's the baby, and I forget it now. So she walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the local and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Monster Rider, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Punk County to Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The project is giving us here and the promise from there. The work with my life without fear.
I lyrical
Master.
Clay Paris, who make on you, I can't ask you to be benyo. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, and more I yo. And you love what is
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the local and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't flee ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't flee ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I forget it now. So she walk on my ya to money. Yeah. Oh.
can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. The work with my life with us, yeah. From Canada, Nima to Lusa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Cancun, Bombay, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Punk County to Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rare. The brothers giving us here and the premise from there. The work with my life with Africa.
A lyrical
Master.
Play body so make you I can't ask you TV menu. Say my journey, tina get I say my jamu. And you no money, emu aye yo. And you love emu aye yo.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia.
Move on.
Oh, Mama, easy.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm great, though. I'm great. Thank God. At least after you, I needed to post and say, missing in MIA. You know, I can still recall during those days when we used to pay, to enter into the video club. I think that they show they call Missing in Action, right? You can still remember?
Missing action.
Yeah. I think some kind of war show where I don't know that some of the soldiers they were missing in action. So I needed post that to say we are looking for you. But now we have everything.
Everything's good. I'm good to see you.
Oh yes, indeed. Thank God for life.
Yeah, so let's take this time to welcome everybody on here. We want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are. Yen, Bay Boy Yen, welcome to SKTV Odesco chapter, welcome. Want to teach, want to Peking. Welcome to SKTV. Yumutu Kranga, welcome. Mata Gay, welcome. Fumba Ture, Samuel Hollywood, welcome. George Young, welcome. Alfred Blady, welcome. Fred Nyampa, welcome. Linda Nyampa, welcome. Mustafa Balo, welcome. Madeline, my yoga, my sister there, welcome. And Travis Bashu, welcome. Welcome, everybody. I want to say thank you to all of you. But if you're not sharing the show, come on now. Then you're not welcome, because I want to welcome everybody who share the show. Share the show, please. Asata, welcome. Helen Kekula, welcome. Helena is hinting. Rhonda Perry, welcome. It's been a minute. I want to say thank you to all of you. Melbourne, what's going on in Liberia? How you doing? And today is going to be what's on your mind. So tell us what's going on in Liberia and tell me what's on your mind today as you sit here. Whether that's a new baby, whether that's money, whether you're about to be the deacon or you're about to join the witchcraft, because there are two things about right now. You know, maybe you're trying to be a deacon or you're trying to be someone, maybe you're trying to be Muslim or you're trying to join the witchcraft.
But what you say, say 1 minute or 30 seconds. Even when I join the other team, I will still come back even to represent the Yoko. So I can join all of them. That's lucky.
Whether that makes you say you join, say we still welcome you. Anyway,
look.
Everybody's welcome. And you gave me, and when you joined the team, they gave me president.
But you see, so I gotta go up the hill. Let me tell you, you can go up the hill. Either you become Muslim or you become Christian. Nobody can stop you. That's nothing like.
And that's you be that business. Well, anyway, Melbourne, how you doing? And how's the family? How's the new baby? And how is Liberia? What's going on today?
Well, thank you. We are fine. The family, they are all doing great. And I guess the baby also listening to us because mind you, when the radio is on, the sound, they can be trying to grab as to what make it sound and so on. So she listening to us. Yeah, we great. Today is the 10th of July. Today is Wednesday. So many things been happening throughout from the week up to today again. So on today, some of the major news here is the president, President Walker, launches national agriculture plan on revamping the agriculture sector of Liberia, making sure that Liberians go back to the farm. So on today, the president launched that plan, and indeed, so far that are one of the major news. But moving forward with the issue about the finance minister stepping down, there are some mixed reactions to that. Some Liberians are saying that because first, let me just say this: the finance minister stepped down based on his health issues, on what he told the international partners and also the media and the government that he's stepping down because of his health issues. But again, pundits or politicians or people out there, they are saying that no, the finance minister stepped down because of pressure. There was some pressure at the back that make the finance minister to step down, and some people are saying it too soon that the finance minister going to step down. That's going to be like maybe something going to happen with the budget and so on. So far with the yellow machines, Wahala, the lawmakers are citing some authority responsible in making sure that the yellow machine come. So hopefully on tomorrow or started on today, but on tomorrow, some of the people that are have been called by the horse, they will be there tomorrow to explain to the horse about how the machines come in, who are those companies or who responsible or what going to happen and so on. So far, apart from that, the LDA, we are still waiting. We're hearing news that the suspended DA boss will likely come back. These are news about we're hearing from the corridor of the LDA that indeed Colonel Abi Krumah have to come back because, mind you, we are going for Liberia Independence Day, which of course will be 177 anniversary from Liberia, and there are a lot of things ongoing, especially Liberia borders. LDA have to work high, LDA have to move forward. So we're hearing that Colonel Abi Krumah will likely come back anytime from now. So far, so good. Apart from those other news that have been going on throughout the week, these are some of the news back home in Liberia.
All right, thank you for the update on the news. But what is on your mind now as Melbourne, Johnson Melbourne Kula, as a journalist, as a Liberian who lives in Liberia, as a Liberian who is going through all the, suffering and the good things, everything going on in Liberia. So what's on your mind today?
So thank you. And I was thinking even as to what really going to be happening on today, what we're going to discuss. But so many things, again, ranging from the economy, the poor economy, mind you, we expecting things to get better. And we in the Independence Month, mind you, this month is widely celebrated in Liberia, July and then December. But we are still seeing or sensing a slow pace of our people not really being energized. We're not seeing anything like maybe our people are moving on. But again, let me just tell you what really burning me inside. What burning me inside is about the Liberia National Police depots, or we call substations. Seku, you won't believe since UN or the army left, most of our police depot or substations are undeveloped are terrible and are undeployable conditions. Even if you go to somebody police depot, you will feel bad about our country. To see like you are going to a police depot where you are going, like people are working, but when you see so many depots, Seku, you will no light, even the flag is dirty, the plate is bad off. So I'm calling on the police RG to really see reason to revamp all of the police depots because they are all broken down. They are all on terrible conditions. So I want the police RG to pay attention to all of the depots. Seku, they are all dirty. They can't, I don't know what kind of people are we. They can paint the depot. The flag is messed up, everything, and we are about to celebrate 177. So this is what really on my mind, and this is what really bringing me on today. I want the police RG and I want the Liberian government to focus on making sure that all of the police substations or the police depots are up to tax. Every year we hear in budget, budget, budget. But at the end of the day, these people or these places are just bad off and they are terrible. So far, so good. That was really on my mind on the SKTV show.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone. That's a lot. That's a lot on your mind, and especially the police thing. Police thing being a challenge from time immemorial. We living in a Western world and living in Liberia. Are two different things. But again, I want to continue recognizing some of our good friends and supporters, well wishers. Joseph Elliott, welcome to SKTV. My friend and brother, Elder James Bly, from all the way list FD. Elder Bly, my man, welcome. Bendu Barkley, welcome to SKTV. My friend and brother Edwin Crow, my man, what's up, man? What's going on? All of y'all, I can see y'all catch up in this video. That's why I want to quit now. Say maybe once I'm gonna quit because no support system, maybe people not even doing anything this will be doing. Somebody asked me to send somebody asked me to post the number so they want to contribute.
Okay.
I think the person name is let's see here. Ahmed Mohammed Fambule. He said, can we get the number that we can make contribution? Yes, that's the number over there. Maybe he means number to call in. If the number to call in, we don't call in right away. We call in later on. If the number to contribute money, we just attach the number to you. It's 480-862-0783. But yet, yes, let's go to Ketile Tobogi. Yeah, other guy, Ketile Tobogi, you gotta show a real face. Before we start to label you. So
yeah, seriously. So you gotta support, man. And Seku, you just said something quickly. Our people, I don't know, but only a few of our people that really support. Even back home, sometimes everything the people on our side will do everything for us here. But the media institution back home,
the people
struggling.
I forgot what I want. The people in America here that the one that should be counting on other part of the world. But Liberia, people are hungry. So we don't expect much from there. But anyway, Melvin the Shoe is here. Trick more. Melvin, as you may be aware, Melvin the Shoe is one of our, key member of SKTV from all the way, who used to be on the cell phone. Melvin, welcome. Trick more, welcome. Again, Toba, welcome. And Young Papu, welcome. Paul Jala, welcome. My own brother, Joseph Conto, my man. Maybe once you be Mia, you've been missing in action. So where have you been? Then Papi Keita, welcome to SKTV. Jeremiah Shewe, welcome, my brother. And Yvette Sifers, welcome to SKTV. I want to say thank you to all of you for continuing to follow SKTV. Those of you who missed me, I'm back and I'm back strong. My only problem is, you gotta keep encouraging us so we can continuously have all our radio station on. Like I told you guys, Shine or Rain, will be on SKTV. I mean, we'll be on SKTV, we'll be on Truth FM, and hopefully, and Radio Former in Beaumont. Also, we try to make sure that we keep up, with the funding to also have um, top FM in Radu on here. So if you actually want us to be on all the radio station, you got to keep continuing, to support us. That's the best thing. Somebody said no sound. Maybe you don't have your sound on. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. You are loud on the radio. You are loud on the radio. So I think you got to check.
Rose Russell say
Rose,
no,
yeah, Rose. We want you to
sound.
please
Can
check
you
your
guys hear?
phone.
Let me know. Yes, in the meantime, let's continue to recognize a few people, then we can jump into the conversation right away. Francis Jama, welcome to SKTV. And Slot Stephen Nangbe Nibu, welcome to SKTV. Mawata Belete, welcome to SKTV. Karim Kruma, welcome to SKTV. And yeah, people say they can hear me. Lawrence K. Boyman, welcome to SKTV. Yeah, yeah, but I say we good. So the person who has problem, uh, Razor Sawyer, welcome, my brother. It's been a minute. My friend and brother Abraham Kone is also here. He said, "Yeah, he can hear us." Uh, yeah, Jones Perry, welcome to SKTV. So I want to say thank you to all of you for following us. You know, we have a lot going on, and we say, "What's on your mind today?" So what is on my mind is Joseph Boga government is behaving like something we call autopause. And you know that thing that can get all kind of nyama thing going on. When you see it, can be identify as to what it is. Joseph Boga government is hanging on everything and accomplishing nothing. That is very unfortunate. And what's on my mind today is the lack of transparency, the corruption, and the stealing of the resources and then telling the people to celebrate that. Our people are suffering, but yet they are celebrating they are celebrating at their own detriment. Nobody is seeking their welfare. And those who are actually trying, they don't have number. They don't have the number to actually effectuate any change or changes. All they do, they just collecting money here and there. That is something that's on my mind, is disturbing. And the worst of all, those who are being victimized, they liberate people themselves. They celebrate their oppressors. They tell them thank you for what you're doing. But yet they will turn around and call you, myself, and other people for help. Sometimes some people will say, no, not everybody's supporting these people, not everybody, you know, appreciate what they are doing, not everybody celebrating them, but yet if the majority sat back supinely and do nothing, the minority who are loud, they will leverage, you know, your silence, and they will take advantage of it and do whatever they can do. And they will be representation of everybody. You know, it is said that do not underestimate the power of stupid people, especially when they are in good numbers. If the good people sit by and do nothing, people that you underestimate, they will leverage and make impact and make decisions for your life. In Liberia, only we have less than 50% of Liberians voting, and those who are making decisions are the ones that are counted. So when we say Liberians, Liberians have spoken, it means that those who cares, those who participate. If you are a Liberian, you disagree with the way the country is going, but you start home and do nothing in terms of making decisions, then those who you think that are stupid, those who you call, drug dealers, those who you call criminals and corrupt-minded people, they will make the decision for you. So Liberians need to get involved in their politics. When it comes to speaking out, you got to talk. Time for election, you got to go register. And not only when you register, you got to go out and vote. That's the only way you will be considered among Liberians. Other than that, when we say, every time we talk about Liberians making decisions, we're talking about people who actually are active. Those that go out to go register and go out to go and vote. If you're a Liberian and you're in Liberia, you're not participating, you are not registered voter, you're not even speaking, you're not even calling to call your government out, to call your government's attention as to what's going on. Then those who are eating your money, those who are destroying your country, they will send their stooges to go and call on your behalf. You hear people say, oh, Liberians are speaking, and they are Liberians, so nobody can dispute that. They are Liberian, they will speak for you. They will speak to represent all of you. So even if you're now, one of those people who are active in politics, but from time to time, you should be calling on your leaders. You should call on talk shows, not just SKTV, everywhere, and register your resentment, your problem, your suffering. Inform the government that, the way you're going through, it's not good. They are not doing the right thing. So those who are speaking for you can feel somehow energized, and they can feel empowered. That yes, indeed, we're speaking, but we're not just speaking for ourselves, we're speaking for the people, and they themselves too are speaking. So, maybe on what is going on right now. The last time we told you guys that there will be more and more resignation, and there will still be resignation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you said that.
Yeah, and I can tell you there will be more resignation. There's a fight.
I want you quickly before you finish, I want you to also look at my current post. I think he just posted not too long. I think about meaning. Yes, I want you to go there and see it and see why he said that, because what he's saying there is indeed exactly what you're saying. Is I think
Really?
get difficult. Yeah, it may get difficult. From what I'm seeing, yes.
Yeah. So what I know for sure, according to, is it just now or the one with the
Yes, 30, I think 35 minutes. 35 minutes ago before we came on the show.
So he said the resignation of finance minister on the heels of 26 economic season raises concern about its potential impact on fiscal policy and the economy. The slow disbursement reported in the 2024 first quarter budget execution report, despite substantial revenue collection, could have a a a contra a contra what a contraction I don't know, what kind of word is this though. It's a contractionary. Hmm. Manungo boy can write book. Contractionary effect on the economy and the government's capacity to provide essential services. Despite significant revenue collection, the slow disbursement reported in fiscal first quarter budget execution report could negatively affect the economy and the government's ability to provide essential services. While it is possible that the low spending by Ministry of Finance Development Planning was due to slow formation of government, it would be advantageous to swiftly announce the appointments of successors to mitigate any potential disruption. This is essential. This is essentially crucial as we approach the anticipated highlighting economic activities around July 26. I am sending positive thoughts and pray to BSK and his family. Okay, that's Bama S. Kamara. And I thank him for his service to our country. So I'm not gonna is now saying anything new. I'm not gonna say that the resignation of the Minister of Finance at this time, especially during the time of July 26, people are expected to spend. People are expected to actually get some money in their pocket. If the finance minister is resigning, is saying that it's important, it's essential that they have his replacement right away, so that things can go slow. They're already slow, and the way they were slow, they were saying it was because of the budget was not approved on time. Now the finance minister is resigning. So that could slow things down. People will not get money in their pocket, and people are going to use that as an excuse, for not paying the civil servants. And and if they don't have money, the family will not have money to go shopping for their July 26. So that's what American is, simply saying.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, there is a fight at NOCA between those on the executive and those on the board of director.
Okay.
And Joseph Baga is confused. He doesn't know what to do. Because there are people who went to NOCA because they were part of a Unity Party government, Unity Party, establishment. And there are other people who actually went there because of their affiliation, because they were somehow a part of the alliance
Yes.
from some other political parties. But then those who came from the party originally, they feel more entitled than other people. They feel more ownership to this government than other people. On one hand. On the other hand, those who benefited from the alliance of the Unity Party and other parties, they are saying you can't fire me, you can't fire us. You did not appoint us. Our party sent us here. Only my party, when I want to do the wrong thing, only my party can fire me. And the fight is about money. Who is getting what? Who is actually entitled to what? Sometimes I can understand the frustration from Joseph Boakai supporters. Joseph Boakai is now being honest to the Liberian people that he does not have what it takes to run the government. And he outsoles his responsibility to some unscrupulous elements that cannot even govern themselves to govern the country. As a result, the country is going through some difficult times because of lack of leadership. Maybe some supporters of Joseph Nima Boakai, they knew exactly all of these things were going to happen. That's why some of them, they can't stay get over the fact that we exposed Joseph Boakai sickness when he came to the hospital in Rhode Island. Even after Joseph Boakai himself came out and admitted that he was in the hospital. But his supporters are still saying that Joseph Boakai never went to hospital. They're saying that Joseph Boakai is a liar. That's how stupid they are. They still asking me, oh, but then why don't you go ask Joseph Boakai, who said that he was admitted in the hospital in Providence? But they will still come and ask, oh, where is Joseph Boakai? Joseph Boakai is in Liberia. Joseph Boakai is confused. Joseph Boakai brain is not working properly. Joseph Boakai gave his responsibility to people to run the government for him. And you spending your whole time, your whole life defending Joseph Boakai, Joseph Boakai's son, Joseph Boakai's nephew, Joseph Boakai's family people are enjoying the resources of the country. You are there busy defending, living in the past, talking about what happened during the election. Who says what about Joseph Nima Boakai? Yeah, if you want to know about Joseph Nima Boakai, I'll tell you exactly what's going on with him. Joseph Boakai is incapacitated. That's why he gave in the job to people to do it for him. Joseph Nima Boakai's signature is on the stamp. They can just put stamp on it and go and take it. When you want to take him to, I'm just updating the people who are concerned with Joseph Boakai's health. And I'll go back to what I was talking about. Joseph Boakai signature is on a stamp because he's incapacitated. When they're ready to bring him to public, they go and inject steroid in him every time. Even before they went for this so-called, agricultural launching, they have to inject steroid in him. You saw him, how he was looking helpless. No amount of distraction or bullying or an attempt to bully people will really save you guys. Unfortunately, you elected a sick person, a person who cannot think for himself, but who is worried about his life, who is worried about how he can survive for the next years. how you can live a healthy life. But yet, instead, when you elected the man to take the hardest job in the world, because being president of Liberia is like being the president of the whole world. Because we have a lot of stupid people. So instead of you worrying about Joseph Boakai still being in hospital, worry about how your country is proceeding right now. Look at the country. Look at Liberia. Country that been around for 170 some more years. You're hearing 178 years right now. You have a president that doesn't even know his own age. One day the man is 79. Every year the man is 79-year-old. The next year again, the man is still going to be 79. People, his birth mate are around 85, 86, but he's still languaging in 71. I mean, in 79. Next year again, going to be 79. So instead, you worrying about what we said, what we reported in Joseph Boakai admitted before the election or after the election, Joseph Boakai came and said, well, given what we knew, what we're going to go through, we had to go to Providence to go for medical checkup. You worry about Joseph Boakai's condition? You want me to tell you? Joseph Boakai's left hand is not working properly. We like to forget about some of those things and focus on the real issue. But every time Joseph Boakai supporter then come on SKTV to attack us, to somehow question our integrity or credibility, we'll tell you exactly what's going on with him. The man left hand is not working. That's why that one is in your pocket all the time. Because he had a mini stroke. Joseph Boakai had a mini stroke way before the election. You still want to know what happened to Joseph Boakai, why his condition is? Joseph Boakai had sleeping problem. When he goes to sleep, you got to sleep for 12 hours before you wake up. That's why you don't see him in public too much. That's why people told him, say, you don't have to campaign. You don't have to run. The government will do everything for you. Everything can be happening. Joseph Boakai don't know about it. They can only brief him. Since you are concerned, and today is what's on your mind, everything, then that's your concern, you want to know. We're giving you update now about Joseph Boakai. Every time you little minds come here trying to ask us to update you about your own president that you don't know, then we will give you the information that you need to know. And then we'll go back to the issue. Monk, how are you doing, sir?
What's up, guys? Another day. Sorry, yesterday, man, I missed the show. I think it was fire rate. I heard on SKTV.
It was.
Yeke Koloba was there after I waited all this long for that anticipated interview, and then yesterday I couldn't make it. But anyway, we live to see another day. Once again, welcome to SKTV, and I'm here. I've been following some development today, and just like we predicted about budget shortfall, I think the managing director of the Freeport will be summoned tomorrow by the House because of the contribution being made to the national budget. They're going to be questioning him. They are afraid. And I always tell you guys, there with 95 to 99% of the change, there will be budget shortfall. Like, bro, apparently our lawmaker just got the memo because he's not, after the first 6 months, out of the $7 million they were expecting, I think they only got $2 million out of the $7 million. And they are fearful of the remaining 6 months before the budget years come to an end, and they can smell it already. The last time there was another lawmaker here who was talking about some model they adopted, I don't know from which country, or I can't even remember. The man from River G. I don't know why we are experiencing budget shortfall again. It might be massive, so we don't know.
You talking about Bapolo or River G?
Yeah, I think River G. Yeah, the guy.
You talking about the new finance minister?
Yeah, no, I mean the lawmaker that came here, where we questioned the last time. Now,
River G.
He's from River G, yes.
Yeah, yes, sir.
The one who said they were able to come up with additional 46 million, but all of a sudden they can't even raise the 692 talk about $732 million. So I don't know.
I actually want us to bring him back so we can have a conversation.
Oh yeah, he needs to come back here to answer a lot of questions, because the same thing we anticipated that was going to happen, exactly what is happening now, that even lawmakers are getting concerned. I don't know how those guys can be paid astronomical sum of money and they don't see these things when the warning signs are always there flashing on the wall. So we'll see. But I think that's one of the stories that got my attention. And the picture and video from the president the last time. You know, when we're kids growing up, when you're playing free time, but when they web your part, what they call it, the E or boon, where you can be walking at the house.
But man, let me tell you something. You know, I was kind of provoked by one of the rescue children, that stay angry about we reporting, because that time when we reported what happened to this bad guy, for in their mind they thought they were losing all hope and everything, because when Joseph was reportedly in the hospital, especially when he fell off before they took him to the emergency. When we reported it, they thought Joseph Barker was going to die, thereby, dropping all their hope. So they were so worried. Because of that, that created a deep-seated hate for SKTV in their heart. Why these guys should report this thing? Because the only reason why they supported Joseph Barker, because they wanted appointments. They wanted their family members, their masters to be appointed in the government so they can, enjoy, the country. Or because they fought to make Joseph Barker president so they can be the one to exploit the country. Because Joseph Barker is not aware of anything going on around him. So they were so mad, they were so angry that SKTV, why must you report? Because they lied. They told the world that Barker is coming here for something else. They told the world that Joseph Barker was coming to America to visit family and to say thank you to the Liberian people living in America. Joseph Barker is here to visit countries that elected him. But yeah, he was able to come to America. He said the man is healthy, everything is good with the man. The man got car, the man got brand new car then. You can travel to anywhere in America. In the bar, Joseph Barker has already finished the road and no car going to hit you anywhere. So why is it that he's not going to all the countries? But yeah, Joseph Barker was able to come to America. When he came to America, they took him to the hospital in Providence, Rhode Island. And when he went there, they were lying to the world that Joseph Barker was here to visit family and to thank you. The only person he told thank you was Stephen Weatherspoon. I took him to the basement, watching Arsenal game. He asked the man, you must have watching the game and say, who's leading? Joseph Barker, who's leading? Oh, you want to know whether the baby can see. Baby, look at it. Baby, you cannot say anything. Stephen say, oh, no. Arsenal leading 2-1. Is it happy now? Took the puppy to the group home. I mean, to the living room. Just say some kind of group home, man. Some kind of new client he brought, in a group home to go and be there, making the puppy a laughing stock. Then 10 days later, SKTV smoked him out from the hospital. That is still paining the mind and the hearts of all the Sanamaswan, the people in the quality Sanamaswan. So for some reason, every time we will come on the show, everyone will make our individual post. They always go there asking, Joseph Barker is staying in the hospital. Yeah, Joseph Barker is not in the hospital, but Joseph Barker is still not correct. Yeah, Joseph Barker is still not thinking right. Joseph Barker, who can sleep for 12 hours every day? That's a requirement for him. Otherwise, the brain will die. You'll have a brain dead if it doesn't sleep for 12 hours consistently.
The thing I don't understand, Sekou, the thing I don't understand about these guys, I don't know why is the need to lie. If the voters found out that even Odette Joseph Barker, they were still going to vote for him, and now that you have the power, why is the essence of lying? We are all susceptible to sicknesses, disease, and death. That's just the fact. It's part of the human experience. So the whole idea about lying, because when I saw that picture, I was like, the scene where the arm was moving and the scene where the leg is moving now. You can see the man walking is vivid. So what is there to hide? They got people that
all right.
Yes.
Let me tell you. The man's left hand is not working. It has been like that since he fell off the very first time before the election when they took him to Redemption Hospital. The left hand being like this. And in fact, what they did, they told him to be putting that hand in your pocket. Well, now, because that left hand was like this,
yeah.
Now the left foot is also getting, paralyzed.
Yeah, you could see
the leg. That's why I'm walking and dragging it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being sick. But people they're praying for him to get sick more.
So they can get more control.
So
for them, the second Joseph Burger become the more profitable for them.
Yeah, the more profitable, the more they'll be able to exploit more.
Wow.
And let me tell you, even up to today, before they went to that place, they had to inject the man with steroid. They got to put steroid in him. Remember the Chinese doctor over there in Liberian there, when they injected the steroid in him, the last time, when that was exposed by Front Page Africa and SKTV, they decided to be going to Ghana. Every month, they used to go to Ghana every month used to go to Ghana.
Yeah, because you won't get privacy in Liberia according to
because you get privacy in Liberia. And now, they hire somebody now from here. That is with them.
Resident doctor.
Resident doctor. That has been taking care of Joseph Juma Puagai. The thing we don't know. And that is at the expense of the Liberian people. Why would you be spending money without telling them what you're spending it for? Even though you're the president, but just make those things explicit, make it clear that the people know exactly what's going on. Now, Joseph Puagai guy, the own doctor there now. But he's compared to sleep 12 hours a day. All the things what the men can be doing, Joseph Puagai don't know what's going on. When we say Joseph Puagai don't know what's going on, we mean it. But when he comes back or when he wakes up, they always try to update him. I mean, people can go to the extent of making a man's signature or stamp. What kind of country is that? Somebody's got to read something, understand it, before you sign it. When you sleep in, somebody signing for you. You put a stamp on it. The president signed. It passed.
Now I got a sense as to why all these shady deals are happening, because it's just like the people who are running the show, they are competing for more resources.
Yeah.
Because when you see somebody, you will not want to believe that Joseph Burger himself will be the one running the pack, whether it's the yellow machine, whether it's the Ayololo bosses and all this stuff that are coming up when it comes to money. So technically, it means the people that are running the show, they are just trying to get as much as possible in the quickest time possible. Because that's just it. The funny thing, the first thing I read this morning when I woke up, I didn't really laugh. It was a Mountain Collie post. He posted something very lengthy again concerning Thomas Falau. Like, I thought you said you were advocate, and when you came to the realization of this, that they should arrest Thomas Falau, that he's a criminal, when in fact they are all playing the same game, even up to the rescue train, that they should arrest Thomas Falau. I say, if you want to arrest Thomas Falau, then you might as well arrest, how they call him, Jeremiah Coon. Because, the funny thing, Sekou, go ahead, because I really want for the audience to listen to what he wrote.
No, go ahead.
I'm not going to give him credence, but the story he wrote today is kind of interesting. This is what he said. He said, the Deputy Speaker, Thomas Falau, is a major beneficiary of Western Cluster's dubious iron ore operation in Bombay County. He's getting $6.8 million from renting his private yellow machine and trucks. That's Mountain Collie. He said, take a note to the attached. I think he attached some documents. He said, a man like Thomas Falau does not deserve to be Deputy Speaker. He's a criminal. He should be handcuffed for keeping our people in abject poverty. The Deputy Speaker used public money to procure private trucks and yellow earth moving machine, and he's renting them to Western Cluster Road across the country. As a public official, Thomas Fala run a 419 construction company called the Desire Construction. He procured 32 trucks and 10 earth-moving machines for himself and not for Liberia. He is renting this equipment to the Western Cluster on a clandestine contract worth $6.8 million US. Wow. There's one reason why our people don't care if the laws are broken for President Joseph Boakai to bring 285 yellow machines for them. We raise the red flag and still maintain that it is wrong to violate the laws because Boakai promised open governance and the rule of law. Wrong is wrong, but the people just don't care because of someone like this corrupt deputy speaker. He said, "Do you know what 23 trucks and 10 F-moving machines could do for our people in the road across Liberia?" Father, few satisfy and privately own these assets as people expense while they suffer. This is unacceptable. Father was just a plain seller in Relic before coming to the legislature today. He siphoned the people's money to build a private university, procure F-moving machines and trucks for himself. Nora Finabono is also on the list. Today, Thomas Fala has become an overnight multi-millionaire. Why our people suffer? Liberia needs aggressive reform. That's the one that caught my attention when you say aggressive reform. Because if you talk about aggressive reform, then a guy like you said, your vice president wouldn't have been vice president to the entire rescue train is not even a rescue mission. So how you came to the realization to even endorse and push for the rescue mission? He said Liberia needs aggressive reform. It starts with prosecuting past and current corrupt officials. The people need to stand up and demand accountability, justice, equality. This economic crime is urgently needed as well. Recommendation: we call on President Joseph Boakai to shut down Western Cluster because they are operating a dubious memorandum understanding instead of a mineral development agreement as required by the mineral development law. We call on President Boakai to cancel all contract with Western Cluster with a public official. There is conflict of interest and political corruption. It violates 2014 Code of Conduct and the 2009 public procurement, of financial management law. We called on Boakai to audit and prosecute. He just keep renting at this year. Like, you know what? It's a complete joke and a waste of time because Joseph Boakai will not be the one to implement things that you actually praying to happen because he himself is part of the cartel. So there's no need, Martin Colley. That's what he wrote.
So let me say this, because I don't know, maybe when they're going for the news, right? News bulletin. I was going to say this. On that article, when we come back, I'm going to reiterate. That article is very good. But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
There are more to it.
Yep.
The current vice president also has about 50 trucks contracted.
Yep.
In Nima County. Why? Any Snow with the same B Mountain and Western Cluster has over 100 trucks. Do you know who else got trucks? We'll talk about that. We'll come back.
Yeah, we'll read it over because we want for people to listen on the radio.
Not only that, Mongo, SKTV is reliably informed that they want the 280 something trucks. They're not all of it going to be working for Liberia.
Yes, they got
some of them going to be rented to the companies. So Joseph Boakai children and his nephew, the money be going to them directly.
Yeah.
You're listening. There's some of the trucks and yellow machinery. They're going to rent it to the companies in Liberia there. Some of them will be working. Oh yeah. Where 108 trucks going to work in Liberia? Where? 208 trucks going to work in Liberia? Where?
208.
What are they going to do with it?
Yeah.
Who are going to be the operators? But they are meant to be Joseph Boakai, some of his ministers, some of his nephew, his children. They're going to rent those things then to those companies under their name because they are jealous.
Yes, they want to make money as well.
Thomas Fala, Jeremiah Kuhn, Snow, Sir Joseph. I'm going to come all the name.
Yeah.
People then get trucks them assigned and they've been contracted, they've been receiving the money while they're the government, and so they thought it's a business. They try to fool the Liberian people that this money, these trucks or these, you wouldn't have heard about yellow machine fries, right? There were no kind of trucks. When Mamaka ability mentioned the deal during the retreat, she wanted to talk about the yellow machines. All of a sudden, a lot of people were surprised to see trucks. Those trucks and some of the machines are for them. They're going to use it for themselves. They're going to rent it to those companies. Because imagine if you are getting a truck that they are paying you $100 per $220, $50, or to $300 a day, or per trip. $300 per trip. In some cases, $150 to $200 per trip. Imagine having 100 trucks. If you have 10 trucks, just 10 trucks, you're making $300 a day. That's $3,000 a day. Not even to mention per trip. So they're making millions of dollars. But Joseph Bagada, they didn't know how to get their own truck, then they got to use the government. But you know, we'll dig deeper. We'll get back on Truth FM on the radio so the Liberian people can hear the information for themselves and make decisions. So we have Mr. Winfrey's campaign manager here. They're going to be updating the public while we following the news in Liberia, while we carry on the news bulletin in Liberia. Let's bring her. Francis Taylor. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Are you there? I'm not hearing you. You are muted.
It's
Hello.
Francis Tyler.
Francis Tyler. Thank you. Francis Tyler, welcome to SKTV. And how are you doing? And what is the update from the campaign?
Hold on 1 second.
Sure. All right. I think she's trying to get herself situated properly and get some information that she needs. So, yes.
Yes, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to close the door.
That's okay.
Yes, thank you. As always, thank you for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure to be here. We are so grateful that you guys can offer your platform to us whenever we ask. And I mean, that's just outstanding of your support to this campaign and Winfrey's candidacy.
Yeah. So what is the update? What's going on right now? So what do we need to know as public? People, what are some of the challenges and at least the progress so far?
Well, as you all know, the campaign is going on. It's in full swing. We have actually right about a month. So the primary is on August 13th. And so we have just a month to go. And early voting has already started. It started on June 28th and it's going on. And people are going to the polls. We went to the Brooklyn Park City Hall the other day. We saw people coming in and casting the vote. And we continue to go out there and door knock and lid drop, continue to reach out to voters, talk to people in the community to encourage them to go and vote. We are also strongly recommending people to vote before the actual voting date, because you never know what may happen on that date. You may get sick, you may be called into work. There are a number of things that could happen that could go wrong to prevent you from going to vote. So we're strongly encouraging people to go right now and vote. There, you can look at your week and pick a day that you off or have some time to go and vote. It literally takes 10 minutes or less to vote. You walk in, even if you're not registered, you can go in, register right there and vote. That's the beautiful thing about Minnesota. They are very flexible when it comes to voting and they make it as easy as possible for voters. So that's a good thing. Yes, as I say, right now we are continuing to encourage people. We continue to do that. But one of the challenges that we are having, I think the most difficult challenge we are having is volunteering. Volunteers, we are not having volunteers. So we try to get some money. We buy flyers. We got like 10,000 flyers, right? The flyers are in these boxes, but the flyers cannot go and distribute themselves, right? The flyers need people to go out and put these flyers in the hands of voters. We want flyers in the hands of voters because that's how we get the information to voters out there to vote for Winfred so they can know about him more. So that's why we need to get the flyers out there. So we have boxes of flyers and we're having a hard time distributing the flyers because we need bodies. We need people to come out and take the flyers in the community to share with people. So I'm just encouraging people that if you support this campaign, you want Winfred to win. Yes, we appreciate people 10 and 20 and whatever, $100, $200 to give, but now we have the material, we need to put it out there.
So, Monk, do you have a question for the campaign manager?
Oh, not really. I'm just following the campaign. I know I will be there anyway. I will be in full support of Winfred. Like I guarantee the last time on the show here, he been in the community, he been on the front lines for the Liberian community for a very long time, for as long as I've been in Minnesota. So I'm up to date, fully up to date with all the activities going in the campaign, and we can rest assured we'll do our part. Yeah, but I don't have any extra question for her at the moment.
Okay. So yes. So as far as the progress is concerned, you guys, how optimistic are you right now in terms of the outcome of the election? You think you have an edge? You have any
course,
prospect of winning?
Well, I'm a positive person. I always look at the brighter side of everything. I'm in this to win. I'm a fighter. I'm not a quitter. I'm not a loser. So I'm not even going to think about us not winning. I believe and I have the confidence and the faith that this is our election and we are going to win it. So it's just a matter of putting in the work and the time and encouraging people to go out to vote. We're going to continue to fight to the end, and I know we're going to be successful. Yes, we are going to win. I'm having a lot of positive feedback on, in the field when we go out to door knock. There are a lot of people who know Winfred already. Winfred's name is out there. It's well known in the community, not in our community, but in our, the white community, the other West African community, the East African community. He is known. People know his name. And a lot of people I talk to, they're excited to be voting for him again. They remember him fondly. They remember that he was a councilman. Most of them remember the interaction, the positive interaction they had with him in the past. They say, "Oh, I met him when he was running for mayor, or I met him when he was councilman. He came to my door. He spoke to me. He was very bright and friendly and lovely. And he has a positive effect on people." And a lot of people remember that, and a lot of people say they are committed to going again to vote for him because they believe in his leadership. They believe in his experience, and they believe he has the heart to serve.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So, we're gonna be going back to discussing Liberian politics later on in a little bit after when we have this conversation with you. We'll go back to that. Liberians, we don't be excited, supporting each other like that. We gravitate more towards, politics and negativity and other stuff. But when it comes to supporting each other, we are not very good at that. So I wanted to ask you about something that seems to be like a downside of the campaign for Democrats as a whole. The new poll that we saw, Donald Trump was actually making more progress. If those polls are to be taken seriously, if election were held today, Donald Trump will be the next president. If those polls can be taken seriously, including Minnesota, from actually solid Democrat to now leaning Democrat, leaning Biden. Are you guys concerned about that? That could also impact the down ballot?
Of course. This American system is a two-party system, right? You either for one side or another. So if we see polls that coming up that's showing more people favor the Republican Party is a concern for us. So we are all hoping that things will turn around and get better. But right now, with this election, with the primary election, it's not too concerning because we are not running against any Republican for the primary. Is when we move forward during the general election of November 5th, that's when this will become a really, really big concern of us. Right now, the campaign we're running, the primary, it's just Democrat. It's a Democratic primary. So it's just Democrat voting against the two candidates, right? That's running. So not too much concern over there. And one of the things too, we happy about where we stand. The district that we are in, District 38A, is mostly Democrat. It's a Democratic district, and Minnesota is a Democratic Party state. But this district is around 75 to 88% Democrat. So that's a good thing there. So yeah, it's concerning, but at least not so much in this primary election.
Okay, that's good to know. Mr. Winfrey, welcome. How you doing, Mr. Russell?
Thank you. It's great being here, and always we appreciate your service and appreciate you always contributing to us here, especially in Minneapolis, in Minnesota, and ensuring that we try to do what we need to do to get ahead. So we appreciate that.
For sure. So yes. So I think your campaign manager had done tremendously well in terms of disseminating the information, and she also highlighted some of the progress and also the challenges. What do you care to tell us today? Because I know she was doing very well, and like you always told me that, you have said to me that sometimes it's not going to be you, and I think you were ably represented. She
Well, I'm sure she
plays very well. But yeah, so what do you care to tell us? What's going on?
Well, it's just straightforward. Early voting has started. We're trying to get as many people to the polls as we possibly can to go to vote at City Hall in Brooklyn Park and in Osseo. If you live in Osseo, if you live in Brooklyn Park, those are the places you can go to vote now. Early voting have started. Look, we have the numbers, guys. We have the numbers. What we don't have is trying to get people motivated and excited about going to vote. Many people don't vote in the primary, and we're trying to encourage them. Say, look, because where we are now, where things are now, if you live in this area, it's 80% or so of the people who live here are Democrats. So the race is actually the primary, because whoever wins the primary will likely be the winner in November. So we're just trying to get as many of our people. We know that many of them don't like to vote in the primary, but we're trying to encourage them to vote in the primary this time, to tell, telling them why it is important, why it's significantly important that we show up to vote in the primary this time around. You can still vote in the general election in November, but to get on the ballot in November, we have to win the primary. So we're just doing the basic, going around, knocking on doors, making calls, writing letters, talking to folks. We are on your show. We've been on several other shows, trying to encourage people to get out to vote. That this is about the community. This is not about an individual. This is not about Winfred Russell. And we've said this over and over again that this is about the community. So we try to conscientize people as best as we can, so for them to get out to vote.
That's very good. So basically, what is the message or the most important message that you have today to share with the Liberian people?
The message is simple. The message is that we need representation. And we need representation. It's not that, people are not just voting for me because I'm a Liberian immigrant. I think many of the people who are supporting me, you can see by the endorsement that they've made and some of the things that they've said, they're endorsing me because, and they were supporting me because they know I'm the most qualified candidate in the race. And the message that we have out there to folks is that we know folks need jobs. They need resources in the schools. They need resources in their organization, like Waterside Market, for example. You know, we have a lot of ethnic businesses in the district. These businesses, in order for these businesses to grow and to thrive, they need resources. So we need somebody who can go there and who understands all those dynamics, who can advocate for us, who can provide the resources that we need, you know, to grow. Somebody who's been on the city council, who has the experience, but who's also done a lot of work in the community. So the message, the singular message that we're sending out to the folks is that experience matters. You know, we need someone with the experience, but also someone who has the heart of the community, who's done work in the community and will continue to do work in the community. And that's what it's about. And I think that's a very, simple message we try to get across to, to everyone, to say, like, we need, someone who's going to represent us, who's represented us before, and who has a track record of delivering results.
So have you guys actually done your work by making sure that you go to, you yourself are sending some of your surrogate to some churches on Sunday and to the mosque, to all the community organization and meetings? I mean, for example, the Madingo community organization that is very big. It's a large community, Liberian Madingo in Minnesota. My little brother is the president there. And also the mosque, you see Imam Jupiter there, he is almost senator, of that country, of Liberia. He knows politics, he understands how, what it is. Have you guys actually, try to be reaching out to not just the business, but the religious leaders, religious community, by visiting the churches and the mosque and informing them, even their community meeting, to go and vote? Because the thing is, if you have more people going out at this point, to vote, you may not need a lot of people on the voting day, on the main day. If you can get more people out right now to go and vote when everything is silent, everything is quiet, they have, they can easily go and vote and come back with no hassle, no anything, that would be easy. So have you guys actually tried to reach out to those religious leaders, whether it's churches and mosques and community organizations, even to their meetings? Have you guys tried that?
I mean, first, let's can speak to that.
Of course, we are definitely doing that. Every Sunday, almost every Sunday, we are visiting 2 to 3 churches. I mean, a lot of church members will see me in the community. Oh, I saw you to our church last week. Oh yeah, you spoke to our church the other day. Oh, Winfred spoke there. So we are definitely doing that. We are a Sunday and is our day of making sure we make our church rounds. That even sometimes soon the pastors see us, they already know. They're like, Professor's team is here to give us a word or to say. So and the church, the pastors have been really great on giving us the platform or the space to speak. So we're very grateful about that. We have also been talking to our Imam brothers. I had a long conversation with my brother Imam Duple the other day. We have a conversation. We had a meeting and stuff like that. So we are reaching out to them and into our Muslim community as well. So we are doing everything we can to.
What about the community organization? Anyway, before you answer that question, Mr.
Organization, we have tried.
Okay, Mr. Russell, one of our SKTV biggest fan and supporter, Felicia, is asking whether your Cash App stayed the same. I think the last time you came on, she supported your campaign with some donation. So she's asking whether the Cash App stayed the same from the last time.
Wait for you on mute.
Yes, thanks, Siku. Yeah, we do have a Cash App. and people can't.
The same number the last time? That's what she said.
Yes, the same number the last time. Yes, 612-283-1859. And we need a lot of resources. We need a lot of money. So a little bit you can chip in will help. Now we're about 1 month to go to the election. We have to send out mailers, and we have to produce more flyers. We have to come up with a social media ad, video. I mean, one of those video and placing them, out is almost 15, about 5 to 10. Some of them $15,000. So it costs a lot of money. So we appreciate every little bit you can chip in. We'll be grateful for that. So yes, it's the same number. You can also use that number for Zelle for those who may not have Cash App and they want to use Zelle. And you can rest assured that your money will be used for the purposes intended.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and answer the question you were answering. Is about the community organizations, right?
Yes. And I wanted to touch on what we first said about the donation. Right now, people, you can also donate other things and not just money. Like right now, the campaign, we need 5,000 stamps. The stamps you put in the letters. So even we can have volunteers to say, look, I can give you 50 stamps. I can provide 100 stamps. We need 5,000 stamps. We need about 5,000 envelopes. So because sometimes businesses or other people may have those things already, with them, and they can donate it to the campaign. So I just decided to let you know we need 5,000 envelopes. The pre-sealed envelope would be better if it's easier if you have it. But if you just have regular envelopes and you want to donate it to the campaign, we will be happy about that. We need stamps, just regular postal stamps. We need that. So please, we also need printing service. We need to print out 5,000 or more letters. If you have, a big printer and that you can print out some nice color printed material, we can send you what we need to be printed, and you can help us with that. So anybody who watching this station right now and have those resources and availability to help us. So we are not only taking money, we are taking donations of other kinds. And to answer your earlier question, yes, we are reaching out to community leaders. If I know of any community leader, we reach out to them. Kamati Dien, who is our OLM leader, he is also our chief strategist. He's reaching out to the leaders too. He's very good at connecting with those people. So yeah, he is reaching out, and we are reaching out to people that we know. And you see our boss man Molly is there. Yeah. Hello? Winfrey, you're muted. Winfrey, you're muted.
Yes, Molly, you may have to adjust your camera because we can only see your ball head, your top of your ball head. Yeah.
And Lola Seku is kind of frozen.
All right. So I don't know whether you people getting me. If you getting me, I want to say indeed a pleasant good evening from back home in Liberia. Yes. So, President Monk, are you there? All right. So our friend President Monk is also out, and so let's go ahead with the conversation. You people were talking about some envelope, and you said you want people to donate, maybe you want maybe for people.
Well, yes, we need some postage stamps, we need some envelope, and we need some printing service. So, but I will give Molly Camara, who just joined us, the chance to tell us one or two things about progress.
Good. So welcome, Chief, and go ahead and talk to your people.
So
Thank you.
For some reason, I'm sorry. For some reason, I don't know, it was attacked. My whole system just went bad. I don't know what else market too strong, too powerful. You just came my whole system off.
It's all
And
about
the thing about, I don't know how country President Monk also
No, my whole system went off. I had to kind of like restart everything for some reason. Yeah, but anyway, and Molly Kamara, me, I don't know if Molly Kamara, me, I'm going Betty,
You don't want to fine.
Betty, Mama, welcome to SKTV, at least.
Thank you very much.
So, what's going on? Are you guys supporting Mr. Russell, and you think he's gonna win?
Oh, definitely. We are supporting Russell, and I can say 100% sure he's gonna win. This man is the best man fit for this job. And if the African community and the Liberian know what this guy does for us, people will stand in line to cast their vote. I'm a living witness of what Russell has done for this community. I can name 3 businesses here today. They are only flourishing because this guy advocated for them.
Okay.
Yes, I am one of the beneficiaries. And I have the authorization to talk about myself, but I also know I've talked to other business owners that when things were brought to the city council, Russell was the only person that pursued the other people to support this, to have those things passed so those businesses can be functioning. One of them is not a Liberian, but he's an African. And the two is Liberian. I'm one of them, and there's a Liberian sister that have benefited from Russell. The only reason Liberians are not standing online or African community are not pulling to vote for Russell is because he's not one of those that beat his own chest. When he does things, he remains silent, he remains quiet, he continues to vote. And that's why some of us decided, you know what, this guy is the right man for this position. He has done so much for our communities. I don't mind racing my, people have told me, oh, you are a business owner, you shouldn't be racing yourself like this. I say, you know what, he's a silent hero. And because he's not beating his chest, I will stand up and beat my chest for him. So we're going to win this election. The only thing we are asking for people is to come out and vote. And if you, for some reason, know that you want to come and vote, you don't have the means to get there and stuff like that, call Waterside Market, pop out. We are ready to take you to the voting sites. I've said that openly. We are ready to take you to the voting site. This guy is our hero. He has done so much for this community. He has done so much for our businesses. Broken Power, this is one of the largest population of Liberians outside Liberia. So there should be no competition between a competent Liberian and a non-competent person. Even if this guy stands against another person, he's going to win because he's fully competent. But this guy is passionate about growing our community. The reason why we are struggling in Broken Power because we have no economic power. As a businessman, I'm going to come in from that point. Why is Russell not generating 10 or 100,000 or 200,000 in his campaign? Because a lot of the people in our communities work for paycheck. So they have their paycheck schedule. They have it scheduled. If I'm going to make $1,000 in the next 2 weeks, as much as I love Russell, I'm not going to contribute $500 because I have to pay my rent. I have to take care of the children. So Russell, he empowering African communities, Liberian business people. That is empowering us to take more seats. Because if we have more Waterside Market, let's say Broken Power was dominated by Liberian businesses, and every one of us come in with 5, 10, 20,000, we have raised more funds. If Russell hadn't helped us to be to where we are today by advocating for us and having things done for us that were done for us, the little power that we have financially to support the campaign, we couldn't have that. So when we have Russell there at the table speaking for us, looking out for us, there's going to be thousands of Waterside Market in the Broken Power, Broken Center. And that's going to give us economic power, and that's going to lay the foundation for the next generation of Liberian descendant, African descendant politicians who will go on to stand positions, to contest those positions, and there will be thousands of Waterside Market coming out to support them.
Yeah. So let me not to interrupt you, but let me just ask you. Maybe others may want to benefit from that. So besides, you just acknowledge his effort to helping you and other businesses, 2 other businesses to be where you are today. What what else do you know in terms of Mr. Russell's sacrifices to the Liberian community that benefited other people outside the business community, besides you and other people? What else can you boast of Mr. Russell's sacrifice to the Liberian community, besides
Well,
helping businesses?
it is on record that when the COVID hit and people were learning from home, a lot of the apartment complexes in Broken Park didn't have internet. Because the way the system is structured is, if a tenant was in the building before, like a tenant was in the building and they don't pay their internet bills and they leave, the next person coming will have some struggle getting their internet. So during COVID, we are doing distant learning. A lot of the people in the apartment complexes, and dominantly it's Africans, Black people, poor people, they didn't have access to internet. We have it on record that Russell was one of those that advocated that they have hotspots, that every child in America should have access to internet. And that helped a lot of the children to stay at home and be able to get their license. Nobody else did that. That was Wilfred Russell. Why is that not popular news? Because he doesn't go around knocking his chest. The guy does these things, he walk around like he never done anything, you know? But he was one of those. I mean, ask anybody in Minnesota who knows about the COVID distant learning and who the heroes were. Russell was number one. But let's talk about DED, for example. When I started admiring Russell, I saw him. You know, Russell didn't have to do that internet thing, fighting for children to have internet access. He's capable. He's educated. He has the financial resources. He can do it for himself. He can do it. His children will have internet. But he's not looking out for his children. He's trying to make it better for the next person who doesn't have an opportunity. This is what you call a public servant. Doing the DED, I mean, you can ask anybody. Russell has all his papers. He's an American citizen. He was in the forefront of fighting for DED. He's one of those. I mean, there were other people, but he was one of those that advocated, that went beyond, above and beyond, to make sure that Liberians who are banned for a certain length of time be allowed to live here and get permanent status and potentially become American citizens. Why are we not seeing that? Why is that not out? Because it's Wilfred Russell. He doesn't beat his chest. He's not one of those that does things. It's like, oh, I'm the man. You know, if it's not Wilfred Russell, it's nobody. No, he's not that. Wilfred Russell actually encouraged other people to get into other races so that their name can be known. I have the records of that. I've talked to these people. You know, so what Russell does a lot, not just for the business community, but just empowering immigrants. This guy, what he has done, when you put yourself out to represent a community like ours, I mean, that comes with a lot of challenges and a lot of stress. People say, oh, he doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. But what he is doing is giving courage to the next person, saying that, you know what, you can do this. That's what Russell is doing. Russell knows what he was getting into, but the guy knows what he does. The record is there. If anybody want to challenge me, they can kind of water so we can take it on from there, but the records are there. You know, and the two businesses that he helped, plus mine, you know, we are doing well. In Broken Park, we have economic power. The children that he helped to get internet access got their 2 years of education. There's a lot of Liberians in Broken Park today who are permanent residents because of his effort. So these are just a few things that Russell has done for the community that some of us feel like we need to come out there. Even if that costs us our businesses, it costs us anything. I'm a citizen of this country, but I'm a Liberian. But I'm a part of this community. So if I truly believe that someone is a hero, I should be allowed to come out and support him. You know, I'm not supporting him because he's Liberian. That's important to me, but I'm supporting him because he's fit for the job and he's a public servant.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. I don't know. I wonder why, you know, Mr. Russell has now brought you on here and other people to be campaigning for him. What we're going to do, we're going to have a full show, not just 1 hour, the whole show, 2-hour show. You guys can get prepared next Wednesday. The whole show from 2 hours. I think my time here, we are 2 hours behind you guys. So 11 o'clock my time here will be 1 p.m. your time. 1 p.m. Mr. Russell and your whole team, you are invited to come on SKTV. We're going to have a whole full show, like in 2 hours or 2 hour plus, discussing the campaign, discussing some of the challenges, encouraging people. And we'll have people calling in. You know, down the line, you will have people coming out with some negativities. And that's everywhere. That's obvious. Everybody not going to like you. Everybody not going to support you. And especially our Liberian community, we have so much hate for each other. Some people will hate you for no reason because they don't want to see the next person in steady position. That's okay. And we can't take all of those people off. All you need to do, make a compelling argument, encourage other people. Who will support, who will not support regardless. But I can assure you, if you do more of this, especially bringing other people on who are not part of the campaign, other community leaders, business people, or ordinary people who are not politicians, to come and give testimony of your contributions to the society and the community at large, definitely you'll win a lot of minds. This guy here, like I call him Bechi, he's a friend and a brother that I've been knowing for more than 20 years, or maybe 40 years. For forever, I've been knowing him anyway. So I know exactly who he is. He's very, very direct. He's not a politician. Even the Maningo politics is not part of it. This guy just focused on his business. But he's very credible, and a lot of people listen to him, a lot of people believe him. So people like that, you need them in your, to come and speak for you. So it was a good idea. Whoever brought him on, you did well. But do more, bring him more, more often, and then bring other people who are from the community, Liberian community, can also come and speak on your behalf. I have a lot of questions to ask, but we're going to go back to our politics for today. And then you guys can come on Wednesday. That way, we're not going to miss it with anything. Just you guys throughout from start to finish. 1 o'clock, not 2 o'clock. So that the last time I made a mistake, I told Mr. Russell 2 o'clock. I was confusing the time. The time kind of confused me a little bit. But Wednesday, 1 p.m. your time, all the way to 3 p.m. That 2 hours straight. So you guys can, you want to bring your closing comment, and then we're going to go back to our politics. You saw when you came here, on my main screen here, I have over 500 people watching, right? But now I reduced to 380 because people, they gravitated more towards Liberian politics, and especially when it comes to helping each other, we are not very good at that. But we still got some good people, so we can't give up. So
let me close before they can close finally for the campaign team.
Yeah, but you're not closing for the show though. You're closing for
I'm closing. I'm just making my point on behalf of SKTV when it comes to the Russell campaign.
Okay, go ahead.
I've been knowing Russell for a while in this community. I'm not a Democrat anyway, just for the record, but I will support Russell. Because when it comes to this local election, our people don't understand how it affects the community, especially on the local level. When it comes to school districts, when it comes to city municipal law, when it comes to business law and auditing, I can't overemphasize Russell's commitment to this community for the longer. Like I said, going back to the days of the DED and people going out there to the state capitol. I can remember back in the day, I told him one time, can you imagine the people who we can be out there for advocating? Somebody don't even wake up and go and advocate for themselves. You go to a protest and you find out that most of the guys that that already got documented are the ones that are on the front lines, and people are not there. So the thing about our community is not that the number is not there, but they are just not, committed to these causes. And when you talk about community engagement, like I said, Russell have been on the front lines. I think the Liberian community owe Russell something. I don't think he should be making the push. We should be making the push for him because he's been there for the longest. And when it comes to the state level, like I said, there are a lot of policies that affect the community, and people need to take this thing seriously. And that is the reason I believe, I talked to my sister, Charles Ethel Josh, she's on the campaign. I told her, most of the guys that I know because for me, I hang out with those soccer players from the Ablao to the East Schools to all the little community organizations. For me, I got my list. I will call people who will make that move. We're not going to do. I mean, you may not see me on the regular campaign team, but behind the scene we make those calls because I think it's about time that Russell is giving his crown for being there on the front line in this community. The Ebola situation was the latest one concerning mobilizing resources and sending back to Liberia. Russell was there again on the front line. So I don't know.
You mean the corona?
I mean the coronavirus crisis, and even back to Ebola. So it's not only about the corona. I can remember Russell was also there too when it came to the Ebola crisis, when it comes to mobilizing, whether it was bleach and other stuff. I saw him working with community leaders and other guys like the Climate, these are that guys that I knew, the Sayon Yangle, all the guys that have been in the advocated thing in the community for the longest. So I think we owe in one this time around. And I'm admonishing Liberian to show up, because for us, it's not about the numbers. The numbers are there, but how many people will be committed to show up on election day, especially with the early voting system, and people can take advantage of it, especially those that are very busy with their jobs and other engagement. I think it's time for us to reward this brother because he's been there for the longest. That's how we close for today on the whole Russell.
All right. Thank you so much. So I will like the campaign manager to close for the team too, because we only got 15 minutes on the radio. I want to continue our politics, part of it. Next Wednesday, you guys can come, the full team. You can bring as many people as you want. Anybody you want to bring, that you can bring all of them. You will all fit here and then have the discussion on the campaign. So you can close for the team. One guy just showed up when we're leaving. You guys. I don't know. I don't know. She been coming, but she been in the bag, but her internet was not working. I thought she was still in Liberia.
Can I say something? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. Say something quickly before we go.
Okay, Sekou, thank you so much for hosting my brother, my friend. I have been knowing for over 20-something years in the community. I just wanted to say something about what Mali just said in regards to what we also have done. Like, for those mom and babies are here, like those are getting little food stuff, the food shelf. Mm-hmm. Do you know that he was one of those? The last time I went to one of the food shelves to go and get food from there, and who I saw there, Russell was the one. He was making sure in the Brooklyn Park area, there's a church that is there, the Methodist church. He was making sure to see if the people have brought those food. He was going around to check and things. So some of the things he have done for the community, it's just that, like, I get mad at him. He does not say what he does for what some of the things that he have done. If you know Russell, he just don't say it. He just don't say there are so many good things he have done.
He just says, hey, the man does not beat his own church. He does
not. You know, you can't. This man is good. I saw him there. We who at Ryan Center will go for the food and things just to be able to send the people and stuff. I went there and he was making sure that food was there. Going around, I said, "What are you doing here?" I went there, embarrassed. I'm like, "Oh, okay," but I'm here, And he was there making sure that the people were receiving food. At that time, he was a councilman. So we have to be able to see some of the things that people this may have done. Liberian people, we are so hateful. Most of us are just hateful when it comes to our own people. But at this point, like I said, I call people, I beg them, let us do this for yourself. Some of them might be okay, but your friends are not okay.
Wanga, thank you so much. We give you that few minutes because you have not spoken. And you be in the back, but the camera was not good. That's why we didn't. On Wednesday, you guys can come. All of you can come. It should be available to you guys. We'll send the link to Mr. Russell, and then he will send the link to share with you guys. Anybody that you guys want to bring on, y'all come here, y'all make the campaign. It will be available. And then we're going to charge Watersound Market for not being supportive of SKTV, but that one part are different. Different day, right? But yeah, Bechi, my man, thank you so much for speaking, for the brother. And want to say thank you to all of you. Madam Carla, you can close for the team, then you guys can come back on Wednesday. Oh, you are muted. We don't hear you.
I'm sorry, I got to get to work. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
I'm gonna try not to be too long, but the funny thing, everybody keep saying now, how this man doesn't like to beat his own chest, right? When I got on the team, because a lot of people would tell me what a man has done, what this man has done. So I wanted to understand what he has done. And we told him, write a list of some of the things you've done. I'm telling you, this list is long, right? And we told him, let's publish, and he said no. That's the kind of person he is.
Yes.
He said no. And for example, she talked about going to the food shelter. They may work us soon the money to go to the food shelter and make sure people. Other politicians, you know what they want to do? Take pictures so people can see them taking pictures.
Video working on the food, you know.
And he has some of them. Somebody he has pictures, he has videos, and he refused to do it. He said, I'm not doing it.
And you got to share that with us, with other people, so they can play. Other people will see it. That can be a motivation for a lot of people.
And that's what we're trying to tell him. He like, no, I'm not doing it for the show. I'm like, no. So people can know that you are doing a lot of things behind the scene. You have to sell yourself as a politician. And we're trying to get him out of that phase of I don't want to do. But I'm telling you, this man, people who in the community that just came in his community, they will call this man at night to go take him to work, to give them rides. I cannot tell you how many times the man where people will call him for him to go give them ride in the night. When you call him in the morning, he says, oh, I went and 1 o'clock, I had to get somebody a ride to pick them up from work. And he doesn't talk these things. But anyway, that's beside the point. That's how this man, or you'll be sitting out in a meeting with him and somebody call him to give them ride and he will go. But he never talk about it. So this is just some of the things he's done. And another thing I wanted to address is people telling me, oh, this man as a politician, what has he done in the community? People are forgetting to know Liberian politics and American politics.
I still want to take my time. You got Wednesday to talk about all those things.
Right. Anyway, let me let you go.
Nah, you want to do that? Then that means
you're taking Wednesday. So anyway,
because you're taking all my politics time now. Then Wednesday, we'll be taking all your time.
All right, we just want to say thank you.
All together, 100%.
Yeah. Okay, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for bringing us on. And I also just want to encourage people to please volunteer at the time. We are looking for volunteers. The same number that you use for Cash App, you can call that number to volunteer, or you can call my number 267-980-6520, 267-980-6520, and come and volunteer. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Thank you.
All right. Let's do this. Let's get all the Russell people then off. Mr. Russell will see you on Wednesday. Wednesday will be for them. My people, your staff, they hate for each other. Liberian people. The petty jealousy.
The thing that can bother me about people, I really don't know how to
people. Then you will bring down one to the national politics. You're here talking, crap about the guy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The people are.
You're making me weak, man. What kind of people are you guys?
Yeah, they sick people.
This is not good, man. That's why we Liberian, we're not going anywhere.
Yep.
Indeed.
Even in America.
That's what many Liberians can only prosper. They can go forward when nobody's looking at them. But as long as you get Liberian people involved, they'll try to bring you down.
Yeah, they will bring you down.
For example,
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, take Alexander Cummings, for example. Cummings, the position Cummings went, whether it was Paceberry, whether it was the Coca-Cola, the multi-billion-dollar company. By the time Liberian got to know about Cummings, instead of promoting and demonizing, they make him like nothing, when he's better than all of them combined. They try to make fun out of him, calling him Coca-Cola man.
Yeah.
Thinking that somebody working in
the factory, yeah, that's what they try to do.
In the factory, because they're so ignorant that they don't even know what's going on. So we always bring down the best among us. That's who we are. And that's why we don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We want everybody to be at our level. When people are more than us, we out of jealousy, we want to bring them down. This guy, you can like him or hate him. The good things of him now is more than the bad thing that he might have done to you personally. And him going over there to be somebody in Congress, that should be
a state legislature.
State legislature, that should be a proud to you as Liberian. You should be proud for this man.
Sekou, let me tell you something about people in this community, right? The guy who controls the 3rd congressional district in Minnesota, they call him Eric Paulson. He's a white guy, he's a Republican. Right? He's one of the Republicans that have reached out in the minority community, because some of the Republican candidates get assumed that the vast majority of minority will vote Democrat. But our guys in this community were able to push him. Now, talk about our own Liberian. I don't understand how you guys really interpret American politics. We're talking about state legislature. We're talking about businesses. And this guy, even from the issue of rental assistance, Look, Sekou, since I moved from California and came to Minnesota, for as long as I've been knowing myself, Russell has always been there in so many different programs. So when I question people, I'm almost like, we are just antithetical to success, because I don't know why you would not want to support the guy. How can you take politics from Liberia and bring it to Minnesota because you're playing Unity Party and city sitting? I don't know which position Russell took on what issue. There were people that were campaigning and supporting somebody from us, our community, over Russell. I just couldn't believe that. My man, we got a long way to go, man. I think it's a cultural thing. I don't know. It's not only back home. It's just everywhere. That the people who
wanted to take some calls in Liberia, but I don't think we have time now. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Netweaver is available to do that. But going back to what we're talking, maybe I know you didn't make any plan for that. You think you're good to take calls? No. All right. So
we'll do that tomorrow by the grace of God, because of the interruption and so on and the time. So before we go in there to take call, maybe 1, 2, 3 calls, then the time catch up us already, and go to take more calls.
We'll go back tomorrow. Tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is
Thursday 11, right? Tomorrow is Thursday.
Yes, tomorrow is Thursday.
Okay, tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow we'll continue with the politics tomorrow. But before we go, you know, Monk said something. Monk, do you remember when the list was going up and down, the list of appointments?
Oh, yeah.
And you know, up to now, they still making appointments?
Yeah, for sure.
Because Joseph Boakai does not know what's going on. Joseph Boakai is not the one doing the appointments. You remember when they put Abel Plaki name on Joseph Boakai's French son, who also campaigned for Joseph Boakai and insulted all of us. Dylan went and removed the guy from there because the guy used to work in office before.
Yeah.
The guy did not leave on good note with him. On a good note. Guess what happened? Dylan removed his name. Up to now, Dylan normally say it's not going to happen. What happened? It didn't happen. Yeah. So Joseph Boakai is not in control. So Joseph Boakai supporters then who are confused, who don't know what's going on, who only support Joseph Boakai based on the fact that, you know, they have their family member being appointed. They are beneficiary to the exploitation that is going on. They don't care. They don't really care who's making decision. But now, the main part now becoming rich too. Joseph Boakai can sleep, that's true. Joseph Boakai is not in control. But Joseph Boakai got his son and his nephew who are working for him, who are making decisions, helping him to make decisions. Because when the other people go, they do that thing. When they come back, Joseph Boakai wake up, they show him. Before he can say yes or no to it, Joe Boakai Jr. and Joe Kabakoli got to approve of it. In fact, as I speak to you now, Monk, Jay Kabakoli and Joseph Boakai Jr., they have appointed themselves and most of their friends as consultants.
Oh, yeah.
In most of the ministries, also at the FPRC, also the Freeport, Maritime, they have appointed many of their friends. They appointed themselves and some friends as consultants. You know what they do? Every month, every pay period, 2,000 here, 5,000 here, 6,000 here, 3,000 here, 1,000 here. At the end of the day, they will end up getting hundreds of thousands of dollars every month for themselves without working, without doing anything. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Because their father is.
Those are the new oligarch, the next millionaire list. the next millionaire A-listers. for the next 6 years.
And then you are here busy defending, rescue this, rescue that, when your mom and your father over there, they're hungry. Your sister then they're calling you every day for money. Your children there, your children there, your family people there over there, they can't even afford to go to school. They can't even get food to eat the next day. You are uselessly on Facebook, on all social media, going from one platform to another, insulting everybody who point to the flaws and the corruption activities of Joseph Boakai and his people. Can you imagine? You have so much hate for each other to the extent that the bad things, you embrace it just because you don't like the other person saying it. So Monk and Mayborn, before we leave Mayborn, let me ask you, given everything going on so far, what are you hearing from ordinary Liberians in terms of Joseph Boakai government failure from the start? No sense of direction, everything.
So quickly, let me just say, with the issues of the yellow machines, Sekou, our people, sometimes we don't easily maybe predict their behavior or so on. But mind you, the issue of the bread and butter issue is very, very, very important and heavily discussed. But because of the politicians, the political activity, sometimes the people will come up with some kind of thing that will carry our people away. So right now, as we speak, their whole attention right now is all about the other machine coming, things going to change, life going to be better, everything going to, be fine. So anything you say for now, it's just like they say, no, you say, should I change everything on the machines already coming. So even if the machine even take 4-5 years before operation, they will still be that maybe they may bring machines, so that means they're going to start. But on a very serious note, nothing working. And the former finance minister just said it. We want to be careful. Even the 26 going to be one of the worst 26 ever in the history of Liberia, where you're not going to see money, nothing going to happen, everything just going to be like cool and quiet. I mean, I can say for now, but things are not just fine, and our people that are just managing just because sometimes again we say if you talk, nothing going to happen. So they're just managing their own expectations, but nothing running, nothing moving, and nothing going on, nothing happening.
Mom, what say you for a parting comment before you leave? Brazilian Monk? All right, so Mom will come back before we go.
Here.
Okay, yeah. So
you when you heavily something that lighting gets struck.
yeah, okay.
Not alone.
because if the LeBron now we gotta go off. But anyway, yeah. So let's just try to stick to the 2-hour mark. We've been here for 1 hour 58 minutes. We'll soon be hitting the 2 hours mark. We're going to be leaving very soon.
Amara just posted something 2 hours ago. It's interesting. Very short.
Oh, Amara?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we read it. But,
you read it? Okay.
Yeah, but you know me, my against you, so my reading can be a little bit funny. So maybe you can read it.
This is why he posted. Hold on, let me see.
In fact, somebody asking for you, say, where's Mom? So I can see clear.
Yeah, so I can see glasses. And the reason I came back to this because it's the same issue that Milburn was talking about concerning the resignation of the finance minister. He said the resignation of the finance minister on the heels of the July 26th of the 26th economic season raised concern about its potential impact on fiscal policy and the economy. The slow disbursement reported in the 2024 first quarter budget execution report, despite substantial revenue collection, could have a contrary effect on the economy and the government capacity to provide essential services. Despite significant revenue collection, the slow disbursement report in 2024 first quarter budget execution report could negatively affect the economy and the government's ability to provide essential services. While it is possible that the low spending by the Ministry of Finance was due to the slow formation of the government it will be advantageous to swiftly announce the appointment of a successor. That's what he's saying. He's just trying to say, you know what, this time the resignation is coming. It's not looking good from an economic standpoint because it would slow down a lot of things, especially the economic impact when it comes to revenue generation. So Milburn said that you got to tighten your belt if you're in Liberia because it's going to get bumpy. Or the bread and butter issue are the most important concern for the vast majority of our voters. And it just don't look good. We're talking about budget shortfall. You're talking about the finance minister resignation. You're talking about state-owned enterprises not making payment into the consolidated account. Like, Stegu, I don't know, but I haven't seen anything worse than this for a startup government in Liberia's history. In my time, I don't know about the whole country's history, but in my lifetime, and this is just so bad.
I mean, that war there, I struggled with contraneria. Is that a war? Because I mean, because me, I don't know. But my first time coming across that war.
Contractionary. It means that it will just limit the government ability.
Why is it a contractionary?
Yeah, it means it will just limit the government.
Okay, yeah, the contractionary, that should be war.
Yeah, to reduce the government revenue collection, it means that things will slow down. I guess what you're saying will contract. Meaning that
okay, contractionary.
Yeah.
I heard the contractionary. I'm saying, okay.
Contraction, like when the economy shrink, when government revenue slows down.
No, I got it now. Contractionary, that one is a word. But the way I heard like contrary, I'm like, okay.
Oh no, I'm not inventing.
You don't doesn't sound like a word to me.
I won't be class D on the show.
Wait, I shared something about class D the last time. I don't know whether you saw it. Is there what was it, man? He said people can just go and start reading stuff without
oh yeah, you sent me that video. I can't
not to say, you know. the characteristic is the character.
He struggled with that word. Like
is the innocent characteristic. Yeah, but you know, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. For today, that will be the end for today. We will be here on tomorrow and every day as always. Don't forget to support SKTV.
No, Friday, pa, you know they must say we'll be in it because we didn't hit our target.
People be very, very slow, and you know it's kind of like discouraging. But we stay, you know, we can't give up because the good people continue to support, and we can't say because others are not doing it that we can, you know, have a show. We'll continue to have a show. We'll continue to do our best, but don't forget to chip in so we can have all our guys on here regularly. You know, it's tough, but it's necessary. Mabel, anything before we go? You good?
Say thanks to the team, and I continue to do our best. Even though, like you said, it's tough, but sometimes some of us will do everything possible that at least our people be informed. So to our supporters, continue to do your best. Please, we are appealing to you because, mind you, your little support that you're going to give, I think that's going to also help, you know, like for us. Yes, we depend on you 100%, even though you depend also on us for the information. So thank you so much. Good night from our end, and on tomorrow again.
Of course. Thank you, Mabel, and thank you, Truth FM. Thank you, everybody. My people here, thank you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you sticking with us for at least 2 hours plus. You have a blessed day. We love you, and we'll be here tomorrow. Thank you so much.